Okay, so my project that I have as the course syllabus is for IH 207. It's called Literature, Cultures and Identities, and my focus would be masculine English, understanding British colonialism through literature. So in the course description, what I have mentioned is, as you can see, is that my course will be divided into 6 units, and basically these 6 units will try to explicate the relationship between colonialism and how colonialism has always been gendered, and how colonialism produces gender in certain ways in which there is a similarity in terms of geographical space, be it in Africa or in Asia or in North America, so on and so forth. So the course will be divided into 6 units, as I mentioned, and 2 writing workshops, which are very vital in the context of my project. So what I say here is taking the Battle of Plassey of 1757 as a point of departure. Unit 1 will deal with English European writing on India. Unit 2 will deal with literature on Africa. Unit 3 will focus on the Caribbean and how Caribbean was conceived in the British colonial imaginary. And then writing workshop 1 will follow after the completion of the 3 units. Unit 4 will include historical texts on British colonialism. That is, this unit will explore how English historians were looking at the historical aspects of the colonizing mission. Unit 5 would explore the complexity of the Middle East in relation to British colonialism. Unit 6 will discuss the post-colonial theorization of the relation between colonialism and masculinity. And then what will happen is that this 6 and the writing workshop 7 will, or writing workshop 2 will be on week 7, which is a combination, and that's where student I am expecting at this point. I think the papers are not going to be very long, 8 page papers, but what the focus is to see if the students can read texts or a text using a particular theoretical framework that discusses the relation between colonialism and gender. So this is how my course have shaped up, and then as I mentioned, the course goals are enabling students to engage with literatures and the colonial encounter. In particular, the course will be dealing with various creative and intellectual responses produced on the modern British Empire. Students are expected to engage with these responses with an aim to understand the inherent patriarchy of colonialism, developing critical reading skills, engaging with text through textual analysis, honing writing skills, and finally, and most importantly, defining concepts such as empire colonization, colonial empire encounter, civilizing mission, masculinity, patriarchy, etc. Other concepts important to understand the text will be introduced gradually in the class, perhaps 1 or 2 more texts. Now, a few words on the required texts. Since it's a summer course and it's a 7-week course, I am thinking of certain texts that are mentioned here not to be assigned as reading text, rather as uh, films. For example, Joyce Carey's Mr. Johnson has been made into a movie, as has been Joe Reese's White Sargasso Sea. Perhaps those two will be movies, and that makes it so. Then we have a few articles, and then the long novels that students have to deal with would be Kipling's Kim and Conrad's Heart of Darkness, and that itself are those are a big challenge. But I feel that we can find a way to sort of navigate and make sure the students are really reading those texts, which I feel can be very informative to understand the relation between colonialism and gender. Thank you.